It's giveaway time. I'm doing a giveaway today, so you need to stay tuned so you can find out about how that is going to work. Mm-hmm. Mm. Hi, how are you doing? All of you are requesting to join because you hear giveaway. Someone says I'm really in a problem. I've got a very special guest today. Atai Albert, CEO of Cluegate. Atai Albert is an agile coach and digital transformation consultant. He is the CEO of Cluegate platform, Cluegate Limited, okay? So we're going to create an opportunity for you guys to make money, all right? Someone said, I need only 5K. Don't worry. Just listen, pay attention, and we're giving out opportunities through which you can actually enrich yourself. So I'm waiting for him to say hi so I can pick it up from there. Mm-hmm. What's her name? Said nice shirt. Thank you, Remy. Thank you. What's your handle? Why are your eyes so red? I tried to sleep, but I couldn't sleep. Oh, I'm exhausted. I've been up all day. Thank you very much. We try to wear nice caps. Okay. Let me try and call him. Mega Millions. That was that year. How's your wife? She's beautiful. Gorgeous. Thank you, Ndubisi. Everybody's fine. Yeah, I'm waiting. Just say hi. I can't see your handle. Just type hi. I'll pick you up from there. Okay, I'm watching the screen now. Once I see it, I'll be able to bring you up. I still haven't seen it though. I know there's a little delay, time delay. Okay, yes, I've seen it. Prince Samiano, is that you? What's your handle? Okay, Coco Lounge. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is my guest. Amazing gentleman. He's going to tell us a little bit about himself. Hello, Mr. Atai.
Yes, sir. How
Now,
are you?
very well, thank you. A lot of you are proud of Mark Zuckerberg. A lot of you are even more proud of Elon Musk, who recently acquired Twitter for about $40 billion. Now, Mark Zuckerberg owns Instagram that we're using to broadcast. He also owns Facebook. I'm also broadcasting live on Facebook right now. And he also owns WhatsApp. Wonderful. But how does that benefit us Nigerians? Well, you'd argue that it's creating so many opportunities. Please remove that phone from ring.
Okay.
So it will not click on. So it's creating a lot of opportunities, but you see, it is not homegrown. It is not locally owned. Facebook is not owned by a Nigerian. WhatsApp is not owned by an Akwa Ibom guy. Instagram is not owned by a Lagosian. They are all owned by foreigners. How do we bring this home? How do we create our own platforms in such a way that Nigerians are brought to the fore? We can make money. Many of you communicate via WhatsApp but don't earn any money. We've got a platform that we're speaking about today that not only can help you do everything WhatsApp can do and more, you can also earn money while you're at it. And I'm giving away some money. I'm going to make the announcement to Facebook people, Instagram people, and I'm going to choose between TikTok and YouTube, depending on how many people show up on either one of the apps. So, first of all, let us start by me introducing my guest. And let us talk about the platform. Good evening, Mr. Atai Albert. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself for starters?
Thank you very much, Diary Freeze. You're an awesome guy doing and some awesome stuff. My name is Atai Albert, like you really said. I could describe myself as an agile coach, which is not a very, very common phrase in this part of the world. But I just want to throw a little light on what agile coach is about. I am a professional on the agile framework and methodologies, which is the ultimate framework of project implementation today across all sectors of the economy. I am also a digital transformation consultant, which is equally a new term in the space. Fundamentally, I drive digital transformation for organizations, engineering processes, software development cycle. So if today we are in the fourth industrial revolution, which is referred to as the digital transformation era, so we are the players of the moment that helps organizations, governments, projects transform to increase their revenue, reduce the cost of operation, meet compliance issue, but most importantly, identify new revenue streams. So that's a little bit about me. I'm going to keep it within that scope.
Okay. What is Cluegate? Tell us about what Cluegate is and what makes Cluegate different.
Awesome. Cluegate is not like any other digital infrastructure or application or platform out there. Primarily because we can describe Cluegate as an all-in-one application because it's a conglomeration of multiple functionalities of what we do every day on the internet or the functions or the platforms we use every day on internet. Work, or play, to share within the social media, share content, create money, and make money. By this, what am I saying? Cluegate is an embodiment of the instant messaging capability and embodiment of streaming functionality and embodiment of the complete social media timeline, blogs, communities, pages. Cluegate itself is an ultimate virtual work platform, as you can find in a business network that could be connected through the community to run an entire enterprise. Cluegate, it's so interesting. I'm sorry, they just took line right here.
We are used to it. Don't worry, they take light even on my own life. They will take it and it's
So
Nigeria.
I'm gonna have to try
Welcome,
and turn on.
welcome to the trenches.
Interesting. So, like I was saying, Cluegate brings in every function that we do every day and much more, because we are about to roll out our SOS function, which we built in collaboration with the Nigerian military, which is an emergency alert and tracking solution where you could easily share your location with the preset responders so that you could call for help. That platform also, that particular function, because they're all embedded within Cluegate, that function also has ability for whistleblower, where people could notify the authorities if they find something that's not going right, or they're actually in a bad situation that needs to be rescued or to be assisted. That's something we're rolling out. Cluegate is an ultimate streaming platform and conferencing platform with 5,000 concurrent login users at the same time, which we took down because we've not been able to get people enough to sustain that number of conferencing. That's a massive enterprise level conferencing. So Cluegate has a whole lot of stuff that we're going to talk about in the course of this discussion. We have very interesting monetization policies, the interesting monetization point that will interest our users. We have very interesting capabilities that will showcase the new way to work and play at the same time while making money.
Nigerians are here, and I'm sure there's one thing that interests every Nigerian listening right now, and that is monetization. How does that work?
Well, we have a whole lot of points of monetization on Cluegate. Using a referral code is one where users could actually invite other users to Cluegate to make money. This runs on a weekly and a monthly basis, where if you are the first to invite the first 20 people in a week, you make $50. Because it's a global platform, we have to use the dollar denomination, so anybody from any part of the world can actually win that. The second place wins $35 and the third place wins $30. The same referral code, which you can share from a setting to any of your friends, families, or your group, could help you. If you're the first to invite 100 users to Cluegate platform, you will be able to earn $200 if you're the first to invite 100 people to Cluegate. Also, if you are the second place to invite the 100 people, it's $150 you make out of that. And also, if you're the third person who invites 100 people, you do $100. That's on the referral code, referral function, which is not found in a whole lot of platforms today. So that's just one element of monetization. On Cluegate, once you activate your earning through the regular process of activating your earning, and you invite someone to share or post an article for sale in a marketplace, you are entitled to 20% of that particular revenue that comes in. Cluegate also has a bunch of other monetization capability whereby we help content developers meet up with brand owners, and where they could strike a deal behind us, giving them that leverage to be able to meet up who needs their services. I think I'm going to keep on listing as much. I don't want to bore my crowd, but I'm going to have to break them down one after the other because there are just too many.
Okay. Now, a lot of people are typing Ponzi scheme, Ponzi scheme. Let me explain this to you. Cluegate is not an investment platform or portal. Cluegate is not asking you to bring 1 naira. Cluegate is like WhatsApp on steroids. On Cluegate, what we are doing on Instagram, we can do it on Cluegate. Am I correct?
Yeah, well, we have the functions that are similar to those platforms because I'm not supposed to mention any of those competitors on this platform. So you are the host, you have a discretion to that. But
Yes, because I want to
brand.
explain to the people, because the people are hearing, if you bring it's sounding like MMM, or no,
Yeah.
it's
Okay,
not.
let me jump in there. Let me jump in there because it
Yes.
is important. You just made a very critical point. We are not asking you to invest a dime. We are not asking you to bring any money for any purpose. And if anybody asks for that directly or indirectly, then it's not really about Cluegate. Cluegate is basically a digital infrastructure, an enterprise digital infrastructure which conglomerates multiple functionalities into one application. So instead of you having an instant messaging platform separate, having a streaming platform separate, having a blogging platform separate, having a community platform separate, and having a page function separate, social media timeline separate, it's all embedded in one platform. So instead of having about 12 to 14 apps on your desktop or your screen, you end up just having one platform that gives you ability to navigate, to do multiple things you have to do every day in the office, in the playground, on a social media virtual platform. That's what Cluegate is really. So we're not asking you to come and invest in Cluegate, but we're asking you to just use Cluegate as an indigenous platform, which you're automatically using globally from all other providers. So let's bring it home and play a major role in the digital space.
Now, you see, what a lot of people don't understand is Innoson can build cars for Nigerians, but that's never going to be profitable until Innoson can sell cars to the Germans, the Japanese,
Right.
the British, the Americans. BMW is a German brand. Same thing with Audi or Mercedes Benz or Porsche. However, their biggest market is America. Lexus' biggest market is America, even though Lexus is Japanese. So let me explain how the economy works. Until we can get things that are indigenous but are being used by people across the world, we cannot get out of the poverty quagmire.
Perfect.
Until their countries, like if you look at countries like France, they export weapons, they export wine, they have so many indigenous products that they export. Germany, technology, automotive, engineering, and so much more. South Korea, Nissan, sorry, Kia, Hyundai. Nigeria, all we have is crude oil, whiskey, and Davido and Burna Boy. That's all we have right now that is of export quantity. We have little things here and there, but the main income generators in Nigeria, I wouldn't include Nollywood. It's trying, it's getting there. Nollywood will eventually get there. But our main income generators in Nigeria are petrol, crude oil, whiskey, Davido, and Burna Boy. Awesome. Now, how do we create something that rivals WhatsApp? Every Igbo man. I won't buy this part. You get WhatsApp on to me, make I see whether I go walk. Every Nigerian, I'm on WhatsApp. You are on WhatsApp. The more we type, your mother, for instance, uses WhatsApp to spread the whole fake news in the whole country. They'll just borrow something from here. They'll come and tell you that Buhari is not Buhari, is from Sudan. And they'll circulate it on WhatsApp. So everybody uses WhatsApp. How can we plug into that market? Not only plug into, take over that market. Mr. Atai Albert is based in the US. He came to Nigeria to try to launch this platform indigenously for Nigerians. WhatsApp does not give any, if you like, bring 100 people to WhatsApp. you will not get shake by. WhatsApp go do you Peter Obi.
They
They
don't
know
give
they
a shit.
give. So
Yeah, you
how
see,
can you?
let me
Yes.
jump in there, my brother, because you just hit the nail right on the head. Until we can sit back and own a global brand, which you just mentioned a few, we are still going to struggle. Naira is still going to run after very little dollars. So that's what we've attempted to create. And since we know that we are coming in against some of the biggest players in the digital space, which post-COVID, the 10 digital players did over $1 trillion. It's never happened. Some digital organizations are now trillion-dollar companies. So we did not have to bring this platform home to unveil it, but it was a deliberate attempt because we're all Africans behind this platform. And we know that to compete with most of these guys who have been there for 10 years, they're running billion-dollar budget every day. They're doing R&D that was going to stand another 5-10 years of where technology is going. We had to come in with a whole new dimension, which is why we have studied the future of applications, of apps generally. And we are very, very certain to tell you that the future of apps is in apps conglomeration. Because very soon you'll be sitting on 200 apps on the screen of the phone. You have to search for an app to be able to open it. So we are taking a step ahead of the game because we know that sooner than later, everybody's going to look at conglomeration of features or functions on the same screen. So we decided to pull all this together. And it is a few of our competitors that can even imagine what we got, because most of them are just standalone applications. So we brought all these multiple functions of what you do every day into this global enterprise digital container. You come in to do what you want. The next guy comes in to do what they want. It doesn't matter what you want to do, but we're giving you everything you can even imagine on one screen. So imagine if you're running an organization and you look at the community you want to create. Let me say for discussion purpose, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, people need to get passport. Immigration is there. You need to apply for visas. You need to do all that. You can create a private community, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs could create a private community where you have their workers, you have Nigerians who want to get passport, Nigeria wants to get visa, and whatever agency is within that ministry where you have multiple parastatals, so everybody could see the same picture. Everyone can know when there are no booklet. Everyone could know how long it takes to get a passport. You don't have to go and run after a particular immigration officer to give you a run around, because the entire foreign affairs could just create a private community where they could manage their entire affairs. And whoever is within that community will receive an instant alert once the ministry posts any information of relevance. They have their workers there. Look at the entire value chain can interact together in a private, encrypted environment whereby they share information conveniently. And that brings me to another function we have, which is not there in most of our competitors, which is the unlimited participant group. In our unlimited participant group, you can have as much as 2, 20, 50, 100 million people in one group. In that same group, you can actually create a survey, or you could create a pool where everybody could easily be part of the interaction. People could vote for what they prefer, so you could actually run a more transparent organization on Cluegate. One of our competitors is trying to deploy this unlimited group and the community now in a very, very famous platform we're all used to using. And we have had this already. So cut a long story short, we brought this application home to give it that identity of an indigenous African platform. But we know it's a global platform that could compete with virtually every other similar application out there globally. So that's where we are right now. We encourage Nigerians to explore this opportunity, make your calls on Cluegate, set up your conferencing on Cluegate, share your files on timeline, create your timeline, share your files, create your communities, create your unlimited group. Like this is a political era. You could totally run an entire campaign by using the unlimited group or the private community or public community on Cluegate to do that. So once again, we have created one that we believe will change the story of an average black man anywhere in the world and give us some sense of pride.
All right. The next thing I want us to talk about is how do you download Cluegate? Everybody here wants to experience this platform, this Nigerian platform owned by Nigerians. How do you download it?
Platform. We call it the African platform, sir.
The African platform, yes.
Partners too.
How do you download it?
Like you download any other simple application from the Play Store and from the App Store. It takes you less than 5 minutes to be on Cluegate.
Okay, guys. So let us see how quickly we can download Cluegate. Everybody watching right now, please try to download the Cluegate app. Okay? If you're on iOS like me, open your Apple Store and type Clue, C-L-U-E. Someone is going to win something today, okay? And that person might be you. So listen and Cluegate, Cluegate. Okay? This is what it looks like. It's downloaded for me now. You click on it and it says open. It's opening on iOS. So, I've opened this. What are the functions that we will have on Cluegate that are not available on other platforms? Now, how do we know that people today are downloading? I want to know that all these people watching, I want to know that they're actually downloading. How many of you have downloaded? One person says done.
And sign up.
Okay, you have to sign up. All right, sign up. How do you sign up on Cluegate? Can you show us on your screen how this can be done?
It is very much as simple as you can sign up on any other digital platform. You know, I don't have.
Are you reading the comments?
Mention.
So far, like 10 people have downloaded. 11, 12, 13. So far, we have 13 people. Someone said they downloaded yesterday. I talked about it yesterday during Clash of the Supporters.
Right, and we recommend it for
Brume, download. Brume is a member of Team Peter Obi on the Clash of the Supporters. We're going to use this to run polls. I did mention Cluegate on during Clash of the Supporters, so quite a few people downloaded. With someone's downloading. We have at least 20 people right now who have downloaded. Facebook, have you downloaded, guys? 21. Please, I didn't come in earlier. Download the Cluegate app on iOS or Play Store. Play Store for Android phones, iOS for Apple phones. So,
just ask me a question. You want me to take that question?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
You were asking about features that are on Cluegate that you might not find on other platforms. Well, most of the features on Cluegate are not on other platforms, and if they are there, they are just a standalone application or function on those platforms. But what we have here that might be very interesting is I'd say we're rolling out our SOS function. This is an emergency alert and tracking solution like never before. This is a solution that I've not really seen anywhere. I have a couple of location sharing functions on Android or iOS phones, But this has been taken to a whole new level with a whistleblower capability, back-end voice listening. So if you are being abducted, once you're able to activate your SOS function, your voice of your abductors and the victim can actually be recorded and can be available for security agencies. We have real-time intelligence capability on Cluegate on this SOS function. We have continuous location tracking, which means the function is updated every minute. So if you moved around from Surulere to Ikoyi when you are being abducted in the trunk of a car, as long as you're able to activate the Cluegate, automatically the location will be tracking you to where you are. This is also able to direct contact emergency alerts and tracking to responders once it's set up, which is the responsibility of the government. We don't own the security agency, so we appeal that government should actually provide this to, we're actually giving this to the army in that we partner to develop it pro bono because they offer to put the responders available for Nigerians to use. The whistleblower is very interesting because we pay you if you provide information that leads to the stoppage of a major crime that could have involved arms and probably serious criminal situation, and that's basically the initial function on the SOS loan that I can say is only peculiar to Cluegate. But if you want to talk about other functions, Cluegate has the text chat facility, one-on-one audio video chat facility, group audio and video chat facility, correction of sent message. This functionality is not there in our competitors' platform. So, we always make mistakes because we're in a hurry to send a message only to find out that the autocorrect has been typed totally something very wrong that wasn't part of what you wanted to send. You can actually edit a message you've sent on Cluegate. That's an exciting function which is not there out there with a lot of our competitors. Basically, you have the auto response. You can send your welcome message, file sharing capability. The affiliate facility is another exciting function that is not really common out there, which could be very, very complimentary to people who do network marketing because you can track the entire network of hierarchy of who brought who first, second, third, fourth, and different levels of when you are joined the platform. Cluegate also has the stores facility where you could actually create your store and sell your product, which should be able to transform our participation in virtual marketing. Cluegate has the marketplace facility as well. We have the art manager where you could set up your ad and deploy. You can bump your ads as well on Cluegate just like you do on some of our very popular digital platforms. So I don't want to bore you. We're about rolling out another sensational function on Cluegate, which is the Cluegate Auto Recovery. We happen to be a graveyard of old equipment, of old vehicles that you see them shut down on every part of our roadways, on our pathways, or in a parking lot. So now, in a very short while, you'll be able to register and call for help anywhere. You know what it is when your car breaks down on 10 Mainland Bridge? You feel like the Lord has left you behind. So you call Cluegate, you can be sure that the nearest 5-10 minutes, there's always one recovery truck that's going to come for you. Those are all new stuff we bring in here. On Cluegate, you can add booster to your boosting facility to your advert or to your product, so that once people Google to search for a particular product, yours pops up first. Those are all functions of Cluegate. Our business network facility is exciting because it's the whole idea of the new hybrid workplace where you could actually use our community to partner with, to tie up to your business network, and your company could actually run your entire operation. Let me use this for discussion purpose. Let me say a Honda dealership for discussion purpose. Honda has dealers. You have people who buy Honda, have the servicing department, have the parts department. If Honda is on Cluegate, you can still put your your primary workspace using your URL, while every other thing like calling your customers, tracking their deliveries, entertaining their complaints, and all that by complementing your business network with a private community. So I don't want to bore you, but this I can go on and on and on. Cluegate has a blogging facility. You can create a page, which is typically, you all know what page is about. You can create your private page. Cluegate is also rolling out a broadcasting and function that accommodates 5,000 concurrent login. We just took that function down because we've been paying for the servers without having a lot of people running. So once we have the right numbers on that platform, we can activate all these functionalities. We're ready for the big game. We're ready for the big stage. We're ready to change the story for a long time to come. And let me even add some more stuff. We are partnering with Nigerian students currently to create projects. The kind of project we're talking about is basically artisans, tailors, shoemakers, barbers. We are partnering with all of them. So where the students will be able to vote for the best pitch on a project. And we'll bring all this, the first 10 together, and we share an entire manufacturing outfit that will fund, and we make sure that we are the primary off-takers of anything you produce on this outfit. We have the Good Cause project, which we intend to use that to change how we think, how we live, how we give back to our society. And people will vote for the best pitch on a good cause, and we'll support and expand that good cause to impact as much as possible. So I think we're in for serious business, and we're willing to play, not because we're an indigenous platform, but because we have the wherewithal to compete favorably with any competitor out there.
Awesome. Someone just asked, how secure is the information we have on Cluegate platform?
Cluegate is an end-to-end encrypted platform, just like every other digital platform that wants to play big time. People are very interested in what happens to their information, how secure they can communicate. And that's all we offer. So your communication on Cluegate, whether you're chatting, conferencing, or whatever, is purely encrypted for just between end to end. End to end, basically, if I'm calling you the Daddy Freeze, it's only me. My communication moves from my handset to Daddy Freeze's handset. Cluegate is just the conduit that don't retain any information. We cannot test in court because we don't keep the information.
Absolutely wonderful. Okay, so quite a lot of people have downloaded the app. Let me bring one or two people up before we ask more questions. So if you have any question, just indicate in the comment section and then I'll invite you over. Let's start by making this interactive. I'm still going to give away something today, so you guys better be prepared. It's going to be off the hizzle. So, questions. Someone said, Daddy Freeze, let me have your referral code. A lot of people need referral codes. Yes, let's talk about referral codes, Mr. Atai. How do people get the referral codes?
Apparently, nobody needs to use your referral code, because if they use your referral code, anything they do on the platform, you get the benefit. So, and I'm sure you're doing pretty well enough that you'll encourage your followers to enjoy those benefits. So please don't add that the freeze referral code, because
they don't want me to make money. My enemies don't want me to make money.
No. You're really doing pretty cool, man. You want to encourage Nigerians to make money. Times are really crazy. Basically, we're asking, how do you get your referral code? If you go to your setting, once you download and sign up on Cluegate, go to your setting. You just go down, you're going to see invite a friend, you're going to see chat, you're going to see your referral code, share your referral code. Your referral code is unique to you alone and just you. And once you share that, whoever uses that referral code to register and enter your referral code, it automatically shows on your referral network, which you can easily go to your friends profile and under your profile and identify how many and who actually downloaded through that your referral code.
So all those your friends that will be claiming they are your friends, meanwhile they are not supporting you, you'll be able to catch all of them. I love this. I love this already. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do you have any questions? Let me bring official Cheesy. Cheesy. Oh yeah, I've invited you. Someone says Chibweke says he has a question. Send me a request, Chibweke. Send me a request. All right, so I'm waiting for Cheesy to join us. Cheesy apparently is on holiday. I'm coming online, please. What are we talking about? You are just joining.
Interesting.
All right, if you want to, don't ask the questions here. Just send me a message so I can invite you. I have a question, King Gorola. Okay, send the request. Send the request. Let me try to see if I can bring you. King Orola. King Orola. Okay, digital services sales manager. Okay, I'm gonna bring him. The app looks like WhatsApp. No, the app is better than WhatsApp. Even in my opinion, the app is better than WhatsApp. Okay, so we have a guest here with us. His name is King. King, what is your question?
Okay, good evening, everybody.
Good evening, King.
Good evening, my man.
Sorry, I'm on bed. I need to ask the question. Going through what you explained, I want to ask about data protection. Because that is the basic rule. Yes, we know basically the third parties, the other apps you talked about, basically sells our data and then makes money from that. Personally, I want to ask, how is Cluegate planning to make the money? Is it through selling out our data or through the ad? And then we also make money. Just like you said, this is the age of more or less conglomerate app system, which is the features of app itself. So how do you plan to protect our data?
Well, the international data protection law covers how companies should use users' data. And that's actually a process you have to deal with when you're trying to put your application on Play Store or in App Store. They're very critical about that and the kind of information you collect. Cluegate does not collect the information beyond the basic information you freely give every other platform. And we don't intend to use if other platforms do that, because we are a conglomeration of application. We can barely have enough to contend with within our platform. So we have multiple revenue streams that we don't really need to be in a hurry to look at how to sell. I don't know how much selling this information will bring us than the functionalities we put on this platform. So we're actually totally adherent to the international data protection law and the Nigerian data protection law. And so that's what I could tell you. We don't have a need to sell information because we have enough to engage on a platform. We have so many revenue points on a platform to make sure that we permanently make enough revenue.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. And then the second part is, you talked about partnering with the government itself. The difference between more or less blockchain apps, which is the Web3 apps, and then this present one you talked about, the Cluegate. How do you differentiate the free world? How are you planning to differentiate the free world and then not allowing the government hijack this particular app itself, like prognosing in people's affair? How do we
You
get
don't
the
just
freedom
trust your
itself?
government at all. You don't trust your government at all.
We are We are competing with international brands that have a standard that we are not going to localize based application. Even though we are trying to give it an African face or African identity for obvious reasons for tomorrow, but we are bound by our competitors' standard of play. So the whole idea about government interference is not here because government doesn't own a percentage of Cluegate. We are as independent as any other digital platform that is globally making billions of dollars to support the economy. But we just localize it here. So whatever benefit could come in terms of taxes, in terms of jobs created, in terms of opportunity for our people, in terms of exposing them to the new ways of making money digitally, that's the only reason we came to Nigeria as a starting point. And by every reason, if we have the right support, we will equally localize our global headquarters in Nigeria so that the world will have to come here, just like we chase all other international platforms to where they're domiciled. So that's our game plan. It will not come here to be interfered with, and we hope the government will understand and manage the affairs as they can, just to help us support the growth of the transformational digital economy, which is the way for today, not just the future anymore.
Good morning.
All right, we have a lady here. Let the lady ask a question because I also have my questions. So go ahead.
Yes, really.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
I'm
gorgeous.
I'm so happy that an app like this exists and is being tested out in Nigeria or is being promoted in Nigeria for Africans. But my question is this: you mentioned getting a group of students or artisans to kind of like showcase what they can do, and you claiming ownership of whatever they create. Is that not like a form of exploitation, taking patency of someone's creativity? How is that going to help? Yes, we know you're going to showcase what they are doing to the world, but if you claim ownership of it, is it not another form of exploiting the youths?
I don't think I mentioned ownership in that discussion.
Yeah, he didn't.
Clearly thought out process that we engage these knowledgeable artisans with students. We have a clear-cut percentage sharing in any proprietary products they create, be it software, be it shoes, be it clothes. You see, we are not competing globally because we don't have a standard. Why we're creating this phenomenon is to raise the bar, to improve the standard, provide them with new equipment so that they can produce products that could compete anywhere. At the end of the day, straight up, the student component of a project goes on with 15% of the actual project. The innovator or the product or the producers goes on with about 30-something% of the project. And every other stakeholder, Cluegate just own a piece of it, just like every other stakeholder that contribute to create that product. So we don't lay claim to your product, we can only enhance the product and create opportunities and off-taking position opportunities for your product. We don't really have to because we have more than enough to deal with in this massive platform.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the clarification. I just wanted to, clarify that aspect.
Yeah.
I'm currently in France, and I'm really seeing that as an opportunity to help Nigerian youths. We have a lot of creative youths, and taking our product out there is really going to be helpful. This is how China started. This is how Singapore started by, handing the youth something to do for them to create. So I think this is very good. Thank you.
Yes, let me add to that. Don't go yet. Let me add something to that. China has a different product. They don't use the regular social media product we use. China money is embedded in, I don't even want to call the product they use, but those who could go check it out. The entire Chinese economy is run on their own platform, which is similar, not even as complex as what Cluegate offers. So we're trying to recreate that to keep our own community, let our economy run within us before it gets outside. Create a product. Like now, let me bring it. We're talking about our African Continental Free Trade Zone. Everything has been done about that. It's physically located somewhere in Ghana, but who knows anything about it? Who knows about the company that could provide product within the context of Africa? Nobody has a clue. Must we go to Ghana headquarters to find out countries that are playing within the after free trade zone, or even identify company? But after can come on Cluegate and create a digital African continental free trade zone. And every company that is in each country can register their product within their country, which is part of the African continental free trade zone, all on Cluegate. Customers and buyers and producers can meet on this platform and pay and get their goods shipped to them. So I want to tell you, we know where we're starting, but I can confide in you that we don't know where we're going to end, because it's going to be exciting. It's going to be everything for everybody.
That's very good, and I hope the plan for continuity is really, really already mapped out, because that's one thing.
We're not selling out.
That's one thing.
No, we're not selling out. We're not selling out. This is for Africa.
We see a good vibe. We all get into it, and then the continuity just goes down the drain. So I believe with experience, and you're an agile coach, and I believe with continuity, it's going to make a very big difference.
We'll try to. We are not. We see for us, a few of us behind this massive enterprise platform, we are all aware that we don't need more than a certain amount of money to have a good life. That's why we're trying to drive the transformation in Africa to compete with the rest of the world with this application. Imagine how much money the big 10 tech companies make every year. Even if we do 10% of that and bring it to Africa, I'm sure we can do a lot. And there's a whole lot of opportunities for us to regenerate ourselves, regenerate our economy, transform our operation, and be very, very competitive, which is all what the world is about now, or we'll just be left behind like usual.
Thank you. So I've downloaded it, so you already have me on board. So let me go and become creative.
All right.
Explore the possibilities. You say you can't be clueless on Cluegate.
Wow.
You can't be clueless on Cluegate.
That's a catchy light line.
Sitting up tonight, you be part of this, I'm sure. You know, bring your friends on, let's share, let's make the money, let's share the little piece we got. We are all starting at this point, but count me down 24 months down the road. We can have this discussion again. I'll probably be sitting in a private jet talking to you.
Whoa, big dreams. I want to ask a question right now.
Remember how we Nigerians made one of the newest app. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention it, which is Clubhouse. We made Clubhouse what Clubhouse is actually, by our population, by our numbers, and just like you said, the difference between we and the Chinese is the Chinese know how to milk and mind their population. Nigeria as a nation itself, we don't really know the worth and the importance of the numbers we have, which most time I see as a problem to our leaders. We don't really know how to mind our numbers and make their numbers turn it into money for us. I'm really grateful. I'm happy for the fact that we have this indigenous hub.
Thank you. Go ahead.
It's really a good thing to see that Africans are really keeping up, because about 2 weeks ago, I was opportune to go to Luxembourg. And when I went there, I went into a company, it's a tech company, and I saw young Nigerians, about 6 of them, and they were all heading various departments in the organization. So I think Nigerians are really, really, all they need is just that push and the facilities, and they would really, really perform well. So I think this is a very good one for Nigeria.
Thank you. Why we brought it home is so that our kids don't have to be exploited by taking them away to work outside, because we want the world to come back to Nigeria. You live out there, I live out there. We know the kind of image they look at, which is not truly who we are, because we don't even have a medium to tell the world who and how we are. You know what I'm saying? So it's only those few those few projections, those few that have been able to stand out that are seen, oh, that's a Nigerian. But 99% of Nigerians are very cool, very ambitious, very smart. We do it the right way. But they rather will hype the few to make us look like we're bad, and we don't have any medium to defend our brand. But this is another medium now. Imagine if you come to Facebook, we'll really be critical about the kind of image you sell about Africa, not just Nigeria. Because we are out to rebrand ourselves using this platform. Let them see the good side of us more, because every tribe, every race has its bad side, just like any other person. But ours has always been overemphasized to make us look the way they want us to look. You know what I'm talking about. So we just want the collaboration of everybody to help us do change the narrative.
Okay, real quick before you go, my darling sister, I want to ask a question. Affiliate marketing programs. Can you explain what those are? What are affiliate marketing programs and or affiliate facilities, and how do they work?
Well, that's actually directly related to the referral code.
Okay.
If you use your referral code to invite anybody to Cluegate, that person becomes what you guys call your downline in affiliate marketing. So that person is affiliated to you. So we can trail the whole affiliate tree for want of what word to use, the entire hierarchy. So for the life of you on Cluegate, we will always know who brought you. And we can actually repurpose that function for specific marketing operation based on what some of our clients need. So I'm sure that's primarily what the affiliate facility, marketing facility stands for.
Okay, let us also talk about blogging. How do you blog on Cluegate? We know how to blog on Blog Space and Blogspot, you know, and also people blog on Instagram. But how do you do this on Cluegate?
Basically the same way. We have a blogging capability, and we're even running a competition on our blog whereby everybody who goes to a blog would say, okay, I found that the freeze blog very exciting, and you have 20 people or 300 people say that about your blog, automatically you win money at the end of the month. But our basic blogging facilities, you click on a toggle. If you're on Cluegate, you see the toggle to the extreme right. If you're on iOS, if you click, there's the drop down menu that says activate your earning, communities, blogging, pages, and all that stuff. If you click on the blog, you can just go straight over and create a blog and keep running your blog like any other platform. Most people making money today are those that jumped on a new platform and build the numbers. Today, nobody can build those numbers again like it used to be, as easy as it used to be. But here's the opportunity now for those that are just waking up to the reality of virtual space, because it's going to run for another 15, 20 years to take advantage of a brand new digital container. We're not just giving you a digital platform, we're giving you a digital container. Come and do whatever you want to do, and others can do whatever they want to do. So the blogging function is right there. Hit up a drop down menu, and you can just hit on the blog and start establish your blog and build it up. We want everybody to come in and do whatever they want to do and enjoy themselves as well.
All right. So, anybody else with a question? Let me see if I can invite somebody else here. Quite a few people are here, and they want to ask questions. They want to be part of the conversation. I hope you have downloaded Cluegate. It's spelled Cluegate. Cluegate. I hope you have downloaded it. If you haven't downloaded now on iOS or the Google Play Store, someone says, how do the ads work in my favor? Official Yummy multiples. Let me bring you up to ask that question. Official Yummy multiples. I wish you even sent me a request so I can bring you on. Okay, yes, he sent a request, so let me bring him on. If you want to be in the conversation, send me a request. Okay? Let me say bye-bye to my sister so I can bring somebody else. Take care,
Okay.
my sister.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you very much,
Thank
Freddie.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
If I
So
may,
go ahead.
okay.
Let's hear your question. Louder so we can hear you. Yes. How the app can work in your favor. Okay. So how do the ads work in his favor? That's the question he's trying to ask.
Well, if you have a product for discussion purpose, if you have a product and you want to showcase the product on Cluegate, there is a function right there, say create an ad. So once you create that ad and publish it, you will have that ad run based on the time, the geographical location, or the zone you want it to run, and everything. And you can now advertise the product to your specific demographics. And then actually you can boost your ad. Let me say you want your ad to be the first ad that pops up if the critical, what do you call if the keywords made up your definition of your ad. So automatically you can boost your ad to the top of all ads that pops up first before any other ad related to the keyword shows up. So basically just go on Cluegate, create your ad on your timeline, and then publish it, and you're up and running.
Okay. We have another question here. Cluegate is rolling a video conferencing feature that can accommodate 5,000 participants. Please throw some light on this before the gentleman asks his own question.
Yes, we have a capability on Cluegate that could hold up to 5,000 concurrent logins, and equally broadcasting capability that could run the same number. Yes, so basically just like any other major brand that does conferencing and broadcasting, that's the same way it works on Cluegate. You could share your screen, you could create opinion poll on your conferencing function, you could chat on your conferencing function, you could indicate by lift of hands that you want to say something. Basically what other functions have as a conferencing feature, Cluegate has all that capability as well. And we just took it down because we're not having people use it, and we're just paying a lot of money for the license. So once you have this number right, we're going to put them back. But we have another company that has a functional conferencing called Vianal. Vianal is still one of our own. If you check out Vianal, you could always see that you can have a conference, but that holds just 50 people in the same conference at the same time.
All right. We have a gentleman here, more like two people. Go ahead with your questions.
Hello, Daddy. Okay. Good evening, Daddy Freeze. Good evening.
Okay. The guy with the guy on the left. Let's hear you first. You came first.
Yeah. Good morning, Daddy Freeze. My own is not a kind of question. I just want to, contribute to the conversation. I've been part of this conversation from the beginning, so I've heard everything that you guys discussed. It's come so many times that once we have the right leadership and the right group of people that govern the affairs of the nation, and then Nigeria will be better. So it is good we have the right leadership first, but we must understand that the Nigerian budget, for 2020, 2021, there were too small to manage a country like Nigeria with 200 million population. I think the budget were at $33 billion and $85 billion respectively.
So what?
Without funding, we will not a better Nigeria.
We are not talking about Nigeria right now. We are talking about Cluegate.
Yeah, that's where I'm coming in.
Okay.
In Africa, we really embrace the benefit of technology. Africa is just like a consumer. So what we need now is we should join hands with our co-Africans, see how we can build what they are trying to build. I have been a user of Cluegate for more than 6 or 5 months now. And I can tell you that platform is an amazing platform. I've been a user since January. I've been using the platform, and the platform is very simple to use. I think one time I have won in the referral competition about $250. Yes, I won $250. The money was sent to my Nigerian account. I think the official rate at that time was 400. Then all I did was to refer people using my referral code. You know, there are also other ways you can make money on the platform. I think the developers just to reduce what we call the highest likes on blogs. So if you are a blogger like you, if you post something and then you have the highest number of likes in a week, I think there is a particular amount of money that is allotted to that. So I can say that I am one of the beneficiaries of that platform, and I wish other Nigerians can join. So let's see how we can build that platform to something that has never existed before. So that's my own contribution. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man.
All right. Thank you so much for that. What did you say?
Download Monday.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much for that contribution. I'm really impressed. We have somebody else here. Go ahead and.
Yes. Good. All right. Good evening, Daddy Freeze. Good
Yes.
evening,
Good
sir.
evening.
This is a very nice project because up till now, so many people don't believe that you can actually earn money online. You get, and even as it is, I've made so much money online, on most especially from Panda. You understand, Panda app. I don't know if a lot of people know about it. And as we speak right now, this is our own project. Provided the project is good, my guy is going to sell. It's as simple as that. So what am I trying to say? I am a digital network marketer. So I was also asking a question on the chat box. So my question is, to what level? For example, there are programs that you earn down to a certain level. Is it only you earn only from the people you register direct under you, or it also extend down to maybe other levels?
Primary bring in directly. The benefit you're talking about is for the network affiliate program. Yes, the affiliate program is where you can tap into other people's earnings. Yes, but for this promo, it's strictly on your referral, direct referral.
No, I'm not talking of the promo. I'm talking of, let's say, for example, after the promo, just like I said, provided the product is good, it is going to sell. It's as simple as that. You get. I am telling you that because we have been in this system for a very long time. You get, for this in this kind of system. So now, after the promo, what now happens? Is it that you earn, let's say, from your level 1 down to a certain level, or you only earn down only on your level 1? The people that you have referred directly under you.
Right.
That is the understanding I want to have. Because by tomorrow, don't worry, you just see some things happening on this system. I'm telling you.
It's basically people you refer directly under
Directly on that. It doesn't extend to other levels, right?
That's what I said. That's for our network affiliate marketing, where people use that function to sell product. Then you could share in what they sell. But for this promo, it's people you directly invite under you.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Daddy Freeze.
You are welcome. He's ready to challenge you. This Mr. Tai, this gentleman is a network marketer, so he's ready to challenge you. He wants to.
No, I understand where it's coming from, and we're looking for folks like him because you need people who create content, you need people who are bring product to try it and all that. So we're looking forward to that, and I think we're brought to.
Don't worry, relate to us.
Another thing in technology.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
I've already slept. When I.
Oh wow, we lost him. We lost him. I was trying.
He's going back to sleep, man.
Yes. So he heard that and he came right back. All right. We're gonna take a couple more calls. So if you are interested in asking a question, please signify now. We have about 5 more minutes, and we're gonna use this opportunity to round off. Let me tell you some of the capabilities of Cluegate. A lot of people don't realize this, but Cluegate has amazing possibilities. There's real-time intelligence capability, continuous location tracking capability, continuous recording of victim background sounds capability, direct contact emergency alert and tracking capability, whistleblower facility, text chat facility, one-on-one audio and video chat facility, group audio and video chat facility, which is your video call or your group video call, auto response capability, file sharing capability, affiliate facility, stores facility, marketplace facility, ads facility, bumper ads, and so many functions. So, Mr. Atai, what are your closing remarks as we officially begin to wind down? We've had quite a great turnout. People are really interested. People are happy to be a part of this indigenous program that not only is indigenous but also is qualitative, yes, value adding. Video ma, put on your light, and I hope you are wearing your cloth so you can come and ask question. All right, so go ahead, sir.
Okay, you see, Freeze.
Good evening, Daddy.
Apart from a few our performers within the fintech sector, we don't have any global brand, like you really said in your introduction. Until we have a global brand that will help us repatriate revenue back to the continent, we will still play catch up. So Cluegate, that's why we took time. It's taken us 4 years to work on this conglomeration of multiple applications on the same platform. We've built a platform that can compete. And we're not trying to sell a indigenous identity. No. We are first of all selling capability, multiple functionalities, ability to compete in any space, because we know that our competitors, with so much budget they have, with the kind of workforce they have, they could hire any level of tech skill to be able to bring up something crazy. But we've been able to raise the bar that for some functions we have on Cluegate, everybody's going to have to go back to the drawing board. Because once we have just 10% of the numbers they have on those platforms, well, they'll have to see a whole different reality. So that's my take on why we decided to choose Africa, Nigeria in particular, because most of our players, most of our stakeholders are Nigerians in diaspora. I'm the only one that decided to come here. Would have dropped this platform in Atlanta where I live. We would have dropped this platform in Ireland where most of our partners are, but we opted to come home. because Home 2 will be a little patient with us to learn the mistakes and correct them, which is another thing we actually opted before. The white folks will use all kinds of reviews to stigmatize a product that could have all the best potential. But we're ready for the big stage. We're ready to change the narrative. We're ready to use our brand and media capability to change what Africa looks like, what Nigeria looks like. So at the end of the day, I think it's going to be a win-win. Evenly, what we do for all those platforms, we give all our content free. We don't bother the regulation that ban or they don't care about the data policy because you don't even know anybody to talk to. But for once, we want to encourage Nigeria to identify and Africans to identify with us. Use our streaming or conferencing platform, just like you're using any other one out there. Pay us that money. Let us repatriate a bulk of the fund back to Nigeria and help build our economy, create opportunities for Nigerians. So basically, we're not asking for a handing, but we are offering you something that's good enough for whatever you're paying for even a better value.
Awesome, absolutely awesome. All right, we've got our wonderful Vidoma here. Vidoma, go ahead, tell us what your question is.
All right. Good morning, Daddy Freeze. Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, my question is this. My question is actually based on restriction. In a situation whereby I do not want someone, I'm not talking about blocking. That is, you've talked about the blocking aspect. In a situation whereby I do not want to attend to someone, like I want to restrict them, like when I read their messages or get so anything that has to do with them, they get it across to me and I go through it. Like, how do I stop them from knowing that I've checked all those things and decide not to attend to it? That's the first question. Then my second question is this on privacy. Hacking. Can someone get through your account, like, maybe let's say someone that has access to your email or stuff like that? Can someone, get access to your account?
Well, let me start from the second one. The answer is no. I hear people say, oh, my Facebook, sorry, I'm not supposed to mention that yet. My sister's account has been hacked. So I don't know how that becomes possible because you're end-to-end encrypted platform. Unless an in-house operation can do that, which you have to make sure you put modalities to check, because you can permanently audit your back end. You can know who did what at what time, from what location, based on technology of today. And all those capabilities are part of a secured network. But the function you talk about, that if you read a message and whoever sent it shouldn't know about it, I don't think we've activated that yet, but I see that in a similar platform today. It doesn't turn the color like once people read it for some people, which means that function is there. But I can tell you one thing, the capabilities we have behind working with us, if it's possible, we can do it. So it's just a matter of time. Like I said, tech is a work in progress. Based on feedback that is important to our users, the stakeholders, like you just said, we can always put a team and give an order priority to put that together.
Okay. Another question is this. Based on the money withdrawal, like, is there a certain percentage that someone can get to, then you will not have access to withdraw? Or let's say, like the first stage of what I saw there when I registered was the different stages I saw. So now let's just assuming like I brought a certain amount of people and I have a certain amount of benefits or money, then can I just withdraw it, or it has to get to like $50, $150, $200 before one can be able to, access the fund?
You can access the fund at any time. But at the end of the day, so you wouldn't have an erratic, a random, crazy request. We will, as we go, we're going to have to develop the modalities that will be more convenient for both our operation and for everybody. But for now, you can pull your money anytime.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Vidoma. Yeah. Any more questions? Do you have any more questions?
Daddy Freezer.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Okay, we're
Yeah, I'm
losing.
hearing you.
Yeah, we're
I'm
losing
hearing you.
Vidoma. Okay, so let us end at this juncture. What are your parting notes?
Well, we've done a part. We were all in support of transforming the economy of their continent. We want to be able to be part of the major players on this tech space. We're in a digital era. Nigerians have to up the game. Africans have to up the game. We can create a global brand for ourselves, starting with Cluegate, and we add support. We know the challenges of startups, and we can get over it. We want to create a major program to support startups across the entire continent. We are in for a long haul. We're not ready to sell out to anybody it might be interesting, but we know how much will come at the end of the day. So let people come and use Cluegate for whatever purpose it offers, and we see what the future looks, which I think is pretty cool and bright.
All right, thank you so much, guys. Remember to download the Cluegate app on iOS and Android. We will be using the app on Clash of the Supporters so you guys can actually have a proper voting system. Do us a favor, or do yourselves a favor, so you can enjoy that particular show. Thank you so much, Mr. Atai, for joining us live. We look forward to hosting you here again. And hopefully by the time you come again, most people would have downloaded the app, so they will have questions. Jolly Papa says he has a question. Jolly Papa, but you did not send a request now. Should we take one more? Should we take one more question, Mr. Atai?
I'm good. That's
All
why
right.
we're here.
One more question, and then we will call it a night.
Oh, Daddy Freeze.
Yes.
Good evening from here. I'm in the US, so.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir, Mr.
Happy Thanksgiving, my brother. I live in Atlanta too.
Oh, Atlanta. Okay, I'm in Chicago. So,
Awesome.
I have a question, right? From an infrastructure perspective, right? You mentioned that Cluegate is being hosted on the cloud, correct?
Correct.
Good. So, how does first of all, fantastic project. I like the fact that you're even taking it home, right? But you know that we have, challenges with this cloud space. You know how Africa hasn't really leveraged on, cloud. So we have just few data center, in Africa, right? So since you are trying to get the product across to Nigeria, right? How does the project scale when your users increase, your user platform increase? Now you're trying to get
Oh, sorry, man. Okay, my other phone just acted up. Sorry.
Okay.
Anyway, apparently, I think you have a pretty good understanding of the cloud service. We live in the era of shared resources, and our service provider has a particular what do we call it, a particular service that gives us the leverage. As our demand grows, it naturally just gives us the capacity to grow while it increases our cost. But our primary focus, which should happen in another 180 days for us to own a data center, even by co-locating in an existing data center infrastructure. That is a focus because we have so much function. You can imagine the amount of data we're going to be pulling in. Exactly. So it's obviously very important that we own or co-locate a data center so that we could actually be total control of our data.
Okay, so are you also thinking of exploring hybrid?
Hybrid solutions? Yes. You see, the pace at which tech is developing or is evolving is important to look at what really makes sense for you. So any possibility out there that will complement, because we have an unusual platform between me and you. What we have is very unusual because I'm talking about conglomeration of apps. If you are bringing in about 12 to 13 different apps that could actually stand alone. So you have to be very, very innovative and creative in providing any support structure for it. So we are open to, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry to cut you, but one of the reasons I'm asking this question is because, some of the features that you have on the app, right? SOS, identity, a lot of features that you mentioned. I can't, remember them off the top of my head, but those things need like emergency call, like SOS is an emergency. So when you are trying to use the app, right, and then, maybe there's a glitch, and then you're not able to like reach emergency contact. Yeah, so it forfeits. The purpose, it defeats the purpose, right? So this is why I'm asking how scalable.
Let me take it. I appreciate that. Let me throw more light on it. I think I have a better picture of what you're talking about now. Cluegate SOS. I said we built it with direct collaboration with Nigerian military, 3D just. And we sat with them for months and they gave us the actual operational scenarios that will help us create a world-class application. And so if you have one of those glitches, when 5G was being hyped, I don't know if people really understood why the world jumped on 5G so quick, because it was about the speed of resolution. So those automated vehicles that were crashing, I'm sure we're not hearing about crashing again of automated vehicles, because the simple network protocol that sends packets of messages across and get them reassembled there is a function of redundancy and quick resolution to be able to deliver the communication effectively. And that could not be contained in a dynamic automobile situation, which a split second means a lot. You know what I'm saying? But bring it back to Cluegate, our SOS function, especially in Nigeria, which was a very key factor that the military really required. Because most neighborhoods don't have internet, or the internet are very slow and could easily drop, what do we do? So you can actually send our SOS. If you don't have internet connectivity, the system will tell you don't have internet. You want to send by SMS. So you can actually send that SOS by SMS, and you just cost it some data charges. So we have a hybrid that, and equally the geolocation automation. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to move beyond boundary lines of states or even local government, the geolocation automator identifies that you move beyond boundary lines, which is already embedded in the Google geolocation capability.
Okay, another question I want to ask, right, or another area I want us to look at it is, in Nigeria, it's very easy to register a business, based on, our laws, right? But, it's also quite difficult dealing with our regulations. In as much as I applaud this project, this app, right? I want to find out, or I want you to tell us how you've been able to, cross those hurdles, trying to run this app in our Nigerian space. Because
I got you. We are Nigerians. I am a typical Nigerian. I've lived in America for 25 years. But I've not stayed out of Nigeria for more than 6 months at a stretch. So I understand the dynamics of living in Nigeria. It is really, really interesting, like you really said. So we've actually factored that into how we pull a deployment. But on the flip side, there's equally the benefit, because Nigeria is home. People identify with you as well. So they're willing to be a little bit patient with you. You live in America. You know how impatient folks out there are. You know what I'm saying? I'm living in a digital era whereby the reviews are all that keeps you or throw you out of business. Nigerians are not very good at reviews. You even have to beg them to make reviews on your product. But even when they go there, there's this attachment, sentiment of, oh, nah, thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and the second reason we adopted Nigeria to start up was because we want to learn and make a mistake and correct them within this environment, which is already shredded with people barely hit you 70%. So if you're doing 80% here, you're almost just an A out here, you know what I'm saying? But 80% America probably is a B or something, you know what I'm saying? So we came here so we could learn the ropes, and now America is seeing us from January. So we're hitting America now to take it by storm. So I totally understand where you're coming from, but we're cool. We're not going to abandon Nigeria. We want Nigeria to be the first line charge and benefit of what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned reviews, right? Because I was going to ask you what's the rating of the app. Because if I were to go to App Store, let's say I've downloaded the app. If I were to, like a new user, right? I'm curious. I want to download this app, and then I see a poor rating and reviews.
Don't download
right?
it. Don't download it.
I will not download it. So I want to, I want you to also,
we're 5.0
speak to
right
our
now.
people about reviews.
We're 5.0 right now. So pretty cool. And we hope we'll keep running it at that level, yeah.
That's good. And also encourage our people to give reviews. Like you said, our people are not used to writing reviews, but yeah, these are the things that sell. If I want to buy something, the first thing I'm going to check is what are people saying about this thing.
Right, right.
I want to encourage our people. Good job. I have a lot of questions, but I mean, I don't want to take
hit me up directly. You hit me up directly. I'll be glad to interface with you as much as possible. My Instagram page is there. DM me and throw your question. We're coming to America. We're looking for partnership in America because we cannot globetrot to sell this product. So we have dependable folks anywhere in the world. We're willing to work a deal. Let you run it, and because we want to be out there like every other person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. So I just followed you. I'm gonna send you a
What's your name? What's your name?
I actually go by Soso. On this
Soso.
Papa, yes.
That's cool. My name is Atai Albert. I look forward to chatting with you and then seeing what you can do together. We good.
All right. Sounds great.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Soso, thank you for the call.
We're out in my village, talking to you guys from my village, bro.
And your network is quite good.
I can see pattern of building. That's why I know that you're truly in Nigeria.
Thanks, man. Nice one.
It's really nice. Daddy Freeze, thanks, and thanks for having me here.
You are most welcome, brother. You are most welcome.
Let me go. I have turkey in the oven.
Oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Talk, bro. Enjoy.
Happy Thanksgiving.
God bless you, Jolly.
So for Thanksgiving, they left Atlanta for Delaware this evening.
Yes. So here's how we end. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining us. Remember to download the app at its Cluegate on Apple Store. That's the iOS. Or on the Google Play Store. Download it now. Be a part of this community. Support what we're doing, and we will thank you later. Mr. Atai Albert, lovely hosting you for the last 1 hour, 30 minutes. When I was bringing you on, we're wondering what are we going to talk about for 1 hour. I literally drove the last two people. There are so many questions. People had so much fun. And the video is going to be on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram, so you guys can watch and support. Thank you so much. Take care and God bless.
Bless you, man. Bless you. Thank you.
Oh wow.